How's it going, Bulldog fans? I know it's been a while. As you can see, we've had a little bit of a set change, and it's been since March since my last video here. But we're back, and 2021 is off to a hot start for your Diamond Dogs of Mississippi State. With a short season last year due to COVID, there are a lot of question marks around some of these players. We're seeing some old dogs returning, we're seeing some new faces, and we're also seeing some faces that we saw a little bit last season, but I think all of us want to see a little bit more, and we're hoping to see a little bit more this season. But talking about this season, the season opens with the State Farm College Baseball Showdown, with top teams across the board coming together in Texas to play over 3 days. Well, Mississippi State being one of those teams, their season opener was against the Texas Longhorns. Texas is a good team, and that accompanied with ice and the weather that we've had recently affecting practices, and by affecting practices, limiting practices and canceling most of them, I think every game we see would really be something that we keep an eye on just to see how we're stacking up in the face of adversity, so to speak, so early on. But getting right into it, Christian McLeod got the call to the bump, and he had huge performances last season, and he also did well Saturday. He goes 4 innings. He only gives up 6 hit and 1 run. He ends up having 7 strikeouts and no walks. It's a great performance. It's really cool, and it's good to see that he's in the same stride, so to speak, that he ended the shortened season last year on. But another pitcher ended up stealing the spotlight, and that pitcher is Landon Sims. Landon Sims goes 4 innings in relief, and he gives up no hits, no runs, and he strikes out 10 of the 12 batters that he faces. It's a huge outing for Sims, and it's awesome to see that we have somebody in our relief staff able to put up numbers like that. It'll be interesting to see moving forward and way on throughout the season whether or not he does get a start here or there, but again, that'll come down the road and we'll just have to see. But pitching was not all that went well. The Dogs were also hot at the plate. They ended up scoring 8 runs en route to the 8-3 victory over the Longhorns. The way the scoring went down, the second inning we saw a walk and 3 singles. That brought in 2 runs. Luke Hancock had a solo home run in the 4th, and that, along with 2 walks and a throwing error, was 2 more runs. A pair of singles and nice base running in the 5th led to the 5th run of the game. The 6th inning saw a walk, a single, and a fielder's choice, and that plated home the 6th. And then in the 8th inning, Rowdy Jordan had a solo home run of his own, and then a few more base hits, a single and a double, drove in the 8th run to amass the 8 total. I think it's great to see that the Bulldogs are hitting the ball well. We always love to see the long balls, and 2 home runs in a season opener is awesome, but I can't downplay the fact that I think it's awesome to see that they were able to get those base hits and were able to hit the ball all over the park, as well as the great base running, stretching out, taking bases on pass balls and stretching out, making fielders pay for throwing errors and things like that. The hitters of the day, you have to shout out Rowdy Jordan's solo home run. It was his only hit, going 1 for 5 on the day, but the big stick goes to Luke Hancock. He goes 3 for 4 on the day with his solo home run, and that's awesome to see. We see a big stick like that, may bump him up, get that 4-hole spot before things are said and done. As a club, the Dogs ended up having 12 hits against 10 strikeouts, and as we'd like to see those Ks go down a few notches in numbers, this is the first game of the season and the first time they're facing pitching that's not on their staff, and I'm really impressed with how they handled everything. Tomorrow, I'll have the recap of the Mississippi State versus TCU game from Sunday. Thank you for watching. See you soon. I know I'm not the only one that's happy to have baseball back. See you guys.